Dear viewers, you would have heard about the term called retire early and financial freedom. Do you know it is a dream that has been put on you? The reality is, for 99% of the people, financial freedom and retire early remains as a dream, it will never be realized. If it is always better if you rechange the concept into a live well, retire well, which is practically possible for everyone to achieve. In this episode, I am going to talk to you about why it's not possible to retire early for most people and why it is possible for each one to live well and retire well. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, your financial guide for a happy living.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
I remember my childhood. During my childhood, I have heard about the advertisements about the lottery tickets. A vehicle will run through the town and it keeps advertising that it's your turn to make lots of money by a lottery ticket. The lucky ones will get lakhs of rupees. Every person who buys that lottery ticket dreams of becoming a lakpati or a multi-lakpati. Is it possible for every person who bought the ticket to become a lakpati? The answer is no. Only the one lucky person will win the ticket and become a lakpati. In financial planning, too, while the dream of retiring early itself is not wrong, but remember, this is a dream which has been put on you. The reality of this dream is only 1% or much smaller than 1% of the people will reach this dream, and for 99% of the rest of the people, it's impossible to retire early or to get financial freedom in early part of their life. If you really want to retire early, two things are required. One, you should have so much of a money that you will live beyond the point of retirement without worrying about you outrunning the money that you have. This is one part of the story. The other part of the story is you should also know what is that exactly what you are going to do during your retired life. See, it's a normal course that people will retire around 60 years of age. Let's assume that you retire at 35 years of age. The question is, what will you do during your retirement days if you retire so early? Unless you have clear answers to both the things, that I have so much of a money and this is exactly what I am going to do during my retirement days, the concept of retiring early itself is faulty. For most people who are impressed by the thoughts of early retirement and financial freedom do not know from where they are going to accumulate so much of a money. Neither they know what exactly they are going to do post that retirement. So when the two basic assumptions of retire early, if you do not have an answer for this, the concept just cannot succeed. It's impossible. If it cannot be achieved, then who are the persons who are going to achieve this dream of retiring early? As I said, maybe 1%, maybe a much lesser proportion than 1% of the people will be able to retire early or achieve financial freedom. Who are these people who can reach this financial freedom and ability to retire early? These are the people the nature has selected by randomness or it's pure chance. For example, if somebody has won a big lottery, that's a randomness or this is a probability. There can be a brilliant points. Again, nature has not made everyone brilliant. The number of brilliant people, the brilliance of that magnitude and that brilliance meeting the right opportunity and the right circumstances, everything fitting, again remains a very small proportion. Now look at the case of the founders of companies like Infosys or Facebook or any other company. These are the right persons with the right brilliance and at the right time. If one of the ingredient was not there, their success today could not have been replicated. So again, this answers to the question. It's a random event. It is not something which happened on its own. Likewise, there could be children of very rich people. Inheritance could be one other reason why you could be having a lots of money. That's a possibility. As I said, this proportion of people who will be ready to retire or who have enough money to retire is extremely minuscule. For rest of the people, 99% of the people, life will be an evolutionary process. You have no escape from that. You have to go through that particular evolutionary process. If you understand that 99% of this set of people have to go through this evolutionary process, you will do things the right way. Therefore, in my opinion, the concept of financial freedom and retire early is a dream and is not practical dream for most of the people. If this is not practical, what is the right approach to follow? The right approach to follow is live well, retire well. The moment you accept this concept, live well, retire well, mark my words, 100% of the population can achieve this goal without any difficulty if you put in your efforts. Let's try to look at how we can make it happen for everyone. Let's look at the evolutionary process of life. I will take the 1/3 portion of your life, not the childhood, not the retired life, the portion in between. Now you have a career. You have finished your education, you are on a job or a profession or a business, you are in the earning phase of your life. This phase of life is divided into two portions. The early portion, which has very specific characters, specific events that will follow, and specific way it has to be dealt with. And there is the second portion, which is the mature phase of your life, 45 to 60 years of age. For most people, as I said, the first part of their life is always a struggle. You get into a job, you are an entrant, you are working with a low salaries. Like everybody else, you will have the struggles of life. You are an aspirational person. You want to do a lot of things. You want to travel, you want to dine out, you want to do so many things. You are youthful, you have a bundle of energy, but the constraint is you are working with a small salary. So it's not possible. So what do you do at such point of time? The right thing for you to do is not to worry about your low earnings. Rather, at this point of time, you should be guided by enjoying your life and taking an example from the nature. Now, nature has given us an answer. What is that we have to do during this first phase of life? From the time you take up your job till probably reach middle of your life, around 45 years of age. Look at the nature. A tree gives you a fruit. Fruit has two portions. A fruit, a pulp which is to be eaten, and a seed which has to be saved, sowed, and one more crop has to be taken. Your life also has to be seen the same way. When you get your fruits of your labor by way of profits, by way of your salaries, or whatever could be the terminology you want to use it, you should be using happily most portion of that. Save only a small portion of it. The small portion of the money that you save should be sown. That means it should be invested. Make best use of the time that is available for you. If you start early to save and invest this money, that time works in your favor. The power of compounding itself works wonders in your life. You have literally 30 years of time before you retire. Small amounts of money, 30 years time, make it grow. That itself will work in your favor. You don't need to do anything. Without understanding this basic secret of evolution, people try to do things in a revolutionary way. They want everything to come early. They want to retire early, which is against the nature. That's not possible. So when you try to do in a revolutionary way, mark my words, revolutions will not succeed. Revolutions are prone for failure. Revolutions are prone for disaster. In your attempt to earn that extra money, you take extra risk. To earn that more money, you have to save more money. when you are trying to save more money, you create a craving in your life. You have to do certain things at certain points of time. When you retire at 60 years of age, even if you have got money, there are many things you can't do. There are many things which will not interest you at all. At a particular age, whatever is suitable for that age, that is exactly what you need to do. In the process of your financial planning or your concepts of retiring early, don't lose that present that is given to you as a gift by God. So you have to enjoy that thing today itself. Your children will not remain small. They will grow. Then they will not give you company. When they are small, whatever the pleasures you have to get, that has to be done today itself. So the nature has clearly given an answer. Eat that fruit, save a small portion and sow it and take one another crop. This is a sustainable model. Trying to do these things very fast, get into a trading ring, thinking that everyone will become rich. There is one person who might become rich, but that richness comes with the cost put on all the other persons. The chances of you could be the one who will make the other person rich is more real than you yourself becoming a rich person. So how can you live well? As I said, every day in your life is a gift. That's why it is called present. Whatever that you have to do today, please go ahead with this. Don't be encouraged to save more than what you can really save. You must save. I'm not telling that you should use a credit card, you should borrow money and you use it. That's not the message I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you a message that you save a small portion, invest it wisely and create more money out of it. But don't lose your present with an assumption that in next 10 years or 15 years you will be able to retire. That's not possible. So during the first part of your life, use this money, enjoy your life, build skills, build everything that takes you to move up the ladder in your career or in your business. If you do like this, by 45 years of age, more or less all the basics of life what you wanted to do, a house, educating your children, living in a nice place, moving up the ladder of a career, everything will happen. When that happens, you have reached the second innings of your life. That means a mature phase. If you have done everything in the first place, you have put a foundation correctly, then building life from that particular point will not be a much difficult exercise. What people try to do, instead of going this evolutionary ladder, they try to do everything in the first half and they mess up their life and they will end up with a midlife crisis. This is exactly what happens. So if you're a person who is working on the concept that I should retire early at any cost, please replace this with the word live well, retire well. Try to achieve this, and it's perfectly possible for each and every person to live true to these words. Dear viewers, I'm in the business of helping people build a good retired life. I help people to live well, I help people to retire well. It's a complex process of planning, execution, guidance, and hand-holding. If you're a person who is looking for professional help to build your retired life, you can make best use of our services as well. Our numbers are shown here on the screen. Through a WhatsApp message, you can reach to us from any corner of the world and you can expect help from us. Why delay? Send us the message now. Dear viewers, hope the video that I have done today helped you to understand the difference between retiring early and living well and retire well. If it helped you to understand and plan your life accordingly, please like this video. If you are a person who is watching my channel for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for the channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with all the concerned who might need help. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you with yet another useful topic in yet another video very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.